hot wallet, it's hot wallet, it's hot wallet. But yeah, it can be made now as a, it can be used as a cold wallet. How? You can probably keep your like a separate device, especially for the MetaMask storage. So it's like almost the same devices what you called in like cold wallet. You can store your like seed phrase and your wallet basically in a physical wallet. So now you are making your device as a physical wallet, and it's not connected to internet. So you can probably call it as a cold wallet. Even
Okay,
your
so
trust
like if I
wallet.
have a burner phone, if I have an old phone and I want to connect my MetaMask to it, and then I disconnect it from all internet
Yeah.
sources,
So
take the
you
SIM
can call
card
it as a
out.
cold wallet.
Now my old phone, my old throwaway phone is now my cold wallet. That's a
I
nice
will personally not
upcycle.
recommend. Yeah, I will personally not recommend like old phones because they might have something. But yeah, definitely you can probably restore and after like reset factory or something. You can probably use that. But definitely a new phone and properly like a good phones from a good brand, you can probably use it as a like soft like cold wallet, and probably can switch whenever you want. And it's not like anyone who can like use a phone and who is like doing regular transaction can prefer between like switching between hot and cold wallet, as well as it's easy to use. Like in phone you are like, no, okay, if I've kept it unconnected to the internet, probably you can. And you can, if afford a like a smartphone, extra smartphone, you can probably make it and cold wallet, and you can have probably multiple wallets and you can keep it. Even you can like uh, make the wallets and use it as a paper wallet as well, storing those private keys and those seed phrases in your paper. And you have not connected to internet, you are not connected, and you have your paper wallets as well. You can probably write your seed phrases or private keys in paper and probably kept it separate and keep it locker or in bank locker or whatever. So you can like secure it multiple times. And in treasure wallets or like many hard wallet people use, there are some difficulties, or at least a few ones will face difficulties who are not very good at like handling those.
Right. What is a native wallet?
Native wallet is like Bitcoins. I think they probably call it as like uh, blockchain.com wallet or something like that. I personally don't know. Like if a if any currency is giving their own wallet to particularly store, probably that means I think so. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe.
I'm not
So
sure either.
anyone probably, yeah, even I'm not very sure like what exactly
Who
means
came up with
by
these
native wallet.
questions?
For for example, we can consider Onto wallet.
Oh, so is it like it's the native wallet for a specific blockchain?
Might be, I think so. Yeah, for particular wallet or I don't know. Sorry.
No, that's all right. What kind of wallet is the most secure?
In terms of usually, if you say like two words, cold and hot, it's based on the definition as well as like depending on the usage, you can probably say like cold wallet is much more secure than the hot wallet, as you are not prone to any like device malfunctions or probably internet securities or anything, internet malfunctions or something. Sometimes malwares can be sent into your electronic devices and probably uh, trying to steal your private keys or something. So yeah, definitely cold wallet. And for that particularly depends on like I personally think depending on the portfolio and depending on how techy and how good the people is able to safeguard their assets. I have never used like treasure wallet or like any other wallets, but I have kept different phones for probably like storing those my wallets. Sometimes I kept like even I've used four devices at a time. Like in my one wallet, I use only Binance, and it's not connected to any other thing. It doesn't have like even authenticator app. In one phone I have authenticator app, in another phone I like on MacBook or in that device only I use email, else I do not connect any other things in that wallet. And one wallet is separate for, like, I have made it a cold wallet. Basically, you can say like I'm using it as a trust wallet, as a like interface to show my seed phrase and keep store as a private like my paper wallet. So you can say like using those devices, and it's a much more easier in terms of anything like security wise, or uh, like whenever you want you can use it probably. And uh, safety wise it's also fine. And yeah, even if you have paper wallets, that is the most safe wallet if one would say. Probably you have but again security is the biggest challenge. And if you can make it secure, you can probably use any devices anyway to make it secure.
Oh, that's
But
interesting.
definitely hot wallets should not be considered, and at least funds should be stored less in the hot wallets. If you have a very good portfolio and you don't need to and you do not want to utilize all those funds in one staking program or anything where you don't require actually using all your funds, then you should probably keep in cold wallets or paper wallets or any such wallets where you feel like it's much more secure than the regular exchange wallet or the hot wallet like MetaMask. In general, if we say like MetaMask is a hot wallet, even Trust Wallet with a connected internet is a hot wallet, while a MetaMask app, right now we have now MetaMask app in mobile phone with a disconnected internet, and Trust Wallet with a disconnected internet. It can be used as a like cold wallet, probably treasure wallet or ledger wallet. You can use it. So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That's a nice hack to, instead of getting one, it's just using the devices that you've got. Um, can crypto wallets get hacked?
Crypto wallets, yeah, in general, if we are calling it as all like wallet, then yeah, definitely it can be hacked depending on uh, where you are using that particular wallet. If you are using it in your desktop or probably in your laptop on your internet connected phones, and these all devices are connected to the internet, it can be like, it can happen like you are using some different tools, or you can downloading some apps or probably some virus, and probably you can like got ripped in 1 single second because they somehow reads your whatever you are trying to do. Sometimes even we face incidents like even you are trying to copy your address, and you click the copy button, and when you are trying to send to your friend or for any other payments, you probably like the hacker's address will get copy pasted. They are unable to like steal your like seed phrase or something just because you have kept an encryption or password and make it try to make it secure. But they are able to like hack your clipboard or something, and they can probably get your money in that way. Not completely, but yeah, partially. If you are trying to send a transaction, and particularly doing a transaction, probably due to the your clipboard is compromised, they can store your assets. And probably if you are copy pasting and keeping your keeping your seed phrases or private keys in email or in any folder in your desktop or phone, you can probably get compromised whenever you can probably get like wrecked completely just because you have safely you misunderstood it as a, you are safely using it as a like easy tool to get into access whenever you want, but you probably compromised on compromisation of those devices. You will probably uh, lose those assets which you had in your wallets, probably, depending on whether the person who tried to like attack in your devices is really, do they really understand about crypto and how to utilize that. Probably there are some, like I have used some hacks And as told you, I usually use phone even as a like cold wallet and paper wallet. Even there are some tricks which can be used in MetaMask. Probably many of us will not be aware of that. Probably I will share in and like almost at the end of the session probably today. So I hope that will be interesting to know, and I hope many of us even will not be aware about that hack.
Right. Yeah, no, there's so many different little things out there that are available. One of the scarier ones that we're always warning people about, it seems like in the chat, are dusting attacks. Like people are like, "Oh, I got these coins in my wallet." It's like, don't accept them. Don't do anything with them. If you don't recognize them, don't touch it. Because I guess then you accept these crazy coins, then they start draining your wallet. So you got to be aware of where the coins are coming from. Ooh, what do users do if they're signing up for airdrops and things? How do they keep track and make sure that they are only getting, if you're signing up for a lot of airdrops, like as we've suggested to people to do to get their allocations and things, how do you keep track of all the coins to make sure that you're not going to get dusting ones? Do you keep your wallet separate? Like, what's the procedure on that? How do you stay safe?
I will probably say like go to those trusted websites like CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, and compare the contract address simply.
Hmm.
If the contract address is matching, you probably know that okay, this coin is real and it's not a fake one who is trying to somehow uh, trying to fool us. So
Spoof.
you should match your like go to the coin market cap and CoinGecko if it is listed there. If it is not listed there, you should probably go to the community and try asking for the contract address. And contract address is the only thing where you can match. And probably if every digit, every single alphabet and letter and numbers are matching, you can probably go ahead and do the transaction on the exchange. If it is not matching, like you have to forget it, whether the value of that on the coin market cap or anywhere, if it is showing so much high value and you have not interacted even, then you should probably skip. So usually what you will say that okay, they will make similar like name and similar numbers sometimes, and you can probably think that okay, I might have got airdrop, but the contract address will not match, and people will like on the whenever you see, oh, you will see that okay, I got $10,000 airdrop, but it's not actually airdrop, it's a fake token, and you are probably misguided, uh, and they are trying to somehow steal your cryptocurrencies by like you might got there will be some link or social link, or sometimes you get connected to, and they will, if you go into their chat, they will probably say you need to do this in order to get your funds. So you need to probably connect to a site which is which might be a trap again. So after doing some real task, and you might probably have to buy those coins, and then you will feel okay, I'm mining now, so it's real, and now I should do whatever they say, and they somehow keep you like they keep you as a, like these are all reals, and suddenly you will feel like okay, this was the trick that they showed all those good parts in order that you are actually earning by doing some task and doing some work, and how you have actually spent for your transactions, and now you will feel like okay, I have spent $50, so now I'm eligible for this airdrop, and after this airdrop I will get actual my all those money which is shown, and yeah, I will be rich. So yeah, don't fall in such victims, I will say. If you have not invested and if you have not interacted with a good like if you have not spent good time and your knowledge in uh, sharing and participating in those airdrops, you will probably not get such airdrops unless until you are very early to that. You will not probably get easily in today's days. In earlier
Right.
days, yeah, it was
Right.
easy to get an airdrop or sometimes, but now it's been tricky and not so easy to get an airdrop. Even with the reputed sites, you should probably have to use much times and probably be active there. They are now coming with a lots of conditions in order to avail those airdrops?
Oh yeah, airdrops are not free. You have to work for them. There are tasks. People are like, where's my free coins? But like, there are no free coins around here. You got to work for it. You got to share social media for me. You have to do content for me. You have to do things. No free lunch.
So I just want to add the very basic thing that, as you guys are aware, that on the 23rd of October, around maybe 23rd of October, the coin market gap has a data breach. So around 3.1 million email addresses were leaked. So I would say that first of all, that anyone who is entering in the crypto world, because I am expanding my team, so I just make assured that everyone who is joining in the crypto world, first of all, the basic thing you have to do, just make new email addresses and register with that. Is a website, Have I Been Pawned, as of name, and it tells you that how many websites have suffered the data breach. So
Oh.
so first of all, the basic thing that you have to do, that you have to just create a new Gmail ID, a new email ID. Although it's it feels everyone that a tiring process, that this doesn't require a new email ID. What would be the benefit for this? Because they will never have a great portfolio in their life. And as Trading Star has already mentioned, that one should not send their important things like seed phrases or backup password, something like that, on their email. Because frankly speaking, and I have been there and done that, and my system also got compromised. So I was very lucky, because Binance have a greater security system, and my system got compromised. And you would be surprised to know, when I log in my Binance account, I am an Indian and I use English language to operate my account. But when I log in my Binance account, it was in British language. And British language, yeah. So I just have to go to the Google Translate and spend some time just to translate my account into back to original English language. So the basic thing I would like to suggest everyone, that first of all, you should create a different group of Gmail IDs, different group of email IDs. One should use for some of the accounts, like the main exchanges account, and one should be used for airdrops. As well as you were mentioning that how should one get safe from different airdrops, you should definitely do different different Metamask wallets, or different wallets, hot wallets, we could say that. So one should always reserve different wallets for they are doing transactions, and another one is for just the airdrops part. And yeah, first of all, the basic part is to create different Gmail IDs. One should all focus that, because everybody is on the coin market cap, you just have to think about it. Everybody is maintaining their portfolios on CoinGecko and coin market cap, and those email IDs are specifically connected to your Binance account, because a lot of airdrops are ongoing there, and they just want you to connect the same Gmail ID that you have your Binance account. As we all know that the Binance has taken over the coin market cap. So you could say that it is a huge potential, huge chances that your data got breached. And
Right.
so one should always consider those small things, that you should always write it down on the paper, your seed phrases, and uses different wallets. And there are in people in crypto society that just store their cold wallets and sending the funds there, and they are investing for a very long term, because whenever they are sending those funds in those cold wallets, they are just not getting it out back, because they are their one way wallet. They are not investing for the couple of years. They are investing they have a strong belief on they are holding for maybe a decade or so, or maybe more than that. So it is a good strategy for the long term investment, that it is a one way wallet. Whatever funds you are sending there, you didn't need that, and you are holding for a very long time. As much as you are making a house or making a home for your I would say the generational wealth could be created in this manner. So one should also prefer the cold wallets, because I use personally SafePal wallet. It is great because it has a camera in it, so you can scan your addresses too, rather than the treasure wallet. they have like a bit costlier than that, and I didn't use that. So SafePal wallet is a good wallet. And as you guys considering about the hot wallet and cold wallet, generally the exchanges got hacked, got compromised whenever the hackers stole the funds. He generally able to access their hot wallets, which have the main funds of our, like which have the our funds on the exchanges from which we got trading. So generally, from exchanges to exchanges, it differs that how much percentage of they are storing their crypto, or our crypto, we would say that like 20 to 30% or whatever it is. They generally store some of the part in hot wallet, and major part should be like stored in the cold wallets. So yeah, that was it.
Right. There has to be a balance between providing liquidity and keeping the funds safe.
Yeah, so exchange usually like a good percentage. It's more kind of, if you want to correlate in banking system, it has to be cash ratio, cash reserve ratio, if we call it as a like a technical term, where a bank need to have something in cash forms, like some percentage, whatever the assets they have. So they need to have like 12% of that. In some countries it will be like 15%. In some countries it will be 20%, but more or less it's between like 10 to 20% on average. So like of if all of your account like I mean the bank account holders in your particular branch, if you are like maintaining say 5 million USD, then you need to probably keep 20%. If I'm saying that particular branch has got the like recommendation from the central bank of that country that you need to keep your cash reserve to 20%, then that particular bank has to mandatorily manage and keep 1 million USD in cash form.
Right.
Yeah. So similarly, whenever exchanges like Binance or any other exchanges uses cold wallets and hot wallets, preferably they are on the base of the accounts and the base of the transactions people are doing. They made a fair estimation. Okay, on a normal day, so much of users are withdrawing and so much users are depositing. So on an average day, this much transactions can go out like outwards, and this could be the best way to uh, distribute those assets. So probably keeping 20% or keeping 10% or 15%. It can vary across various exchanges. As I said, in the banking system, it has to be recommended by the central bank of that particular country, and based on the some factors, they will obviously consider some factors. So similarly here, the exchanges are considering based on their users behavior, that how much and how much users are on average, how much users are withdrawing their assets. So based on that, they should keep at least that much amount in their hot wallet and keep rest in their cold wallet, in order to, in case of any security breach or something, at least those cold wallets will be much more safer than the hot wallet. Usually hot wallets gets compromised. In recent case, I guess Bitmax got compromised, I think so. Yeah.
Right.
Which,
That was
yeah.
the most recent one, right? Or Bitmart, the 150 million lost last weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, and it's they immediately said, we will replace the user's funds, which is awesome. But if they could afford that so quickly, what couldn't they have beefed up security sooner? But not your keys, not your coins. What does that mean?
It means simply if people and if a user is sending and storing their funds on exchanges like centralized exchanges like Binance, FTX, UOB, OKX, depending on the country's preference, that whatever they are using it for, like the trading part or even for the storage. Now your funds is like being shown to you, but it is not your funds basically. It's key, its private key is with the exchange, so you don't have directly access to that. In case of any such events like we had discussed, like in the case of Bitmax, a recent hack happened, and probably in some cases there you withdrawals and deposits will be paused, and now you cannot access to your funds even in that way. While in case of cold wallet, or in case of a cold wallet or hot wallet with which private key is with you, you can probably restore it anytime, whenever you want. But in case of exchange wallets, you you are basically giving your funds custody to someone else, and you might not be able to uh, like get withdrawals very easily, or sometimes in case of regularization or something, or in case of hacks like mtgox or any cryptopia or any other exchanges hack, like we can never get our our assets back. And they can probably, it can happen like it may take a year or 4 year event to get that case resolved, or sometimes we can like forget that okay, that fund is gone, you need to move ahead. In case of personal wallets, you need to keep safety of that. In case of exchange wallets, you are giving, and exchanges are maintaining like safety part, but now you are giving your funds and your assets to those exchanges, and they are keeping uh like they will not give you private key. So it's commonly, you can say that it's your asset but it's not your. So if you do not have on the private keys of particular wallet, it's not your funds. And yeah, somehow those notion that not your keys, not your coin comes around. It's a common term now we can hear in the crypto Twitter or in general in the crypto communities. I
So
hope I'm
basic.
clear.
So basically, if who do you trust more, yourself or the exchange? Maybe as a beginner, you might want to have the exchanges help while you're learning the ropes, but maybe as you gain some more experience, you might want to self custody. I mean, I imagine it will be a personal decision for everybody, and the amount of funds probably matters, etc., and your ability to keep things safe. Like I'm a mess sometimes, but yeah, I think that was very clear.
Yes, depending on, yeah, as you said, like depending on the person's intention, whether they can safely store. And also it depends on more or less on portfolio. Like if you have very good assets, you will probably have segmentation, like okay, I will store something on those exchange wallets because it's a more easier to trade there. And in some cases you can probably store in some hot wallets, and probably keep some in the cold wallet because you don't need to interact and utilize that much fund unless until it comes to some emergency or something. So you can probably forget about those funds and keep those assets safely. And yeah, depending on the person and depending on the person type, how much they are interacting with those uh, crypto sites, so exchanges, decentralized exchanges, and how they prefer to use, and if they are participating in some staking program or anything of those particular coins they are holding, they need to use either a hot wallet or the exchange wallet depending on what is supported. So yeah, if one is not interacting with anything, so one should definitely use cold wallet. But it depends, if a person is uh, cannot keep their keys safely, uh, I have no advice for them. Yeah.
You're not responsible. I have nothing to say to you.
Yeah, in that case I think the crypto exchanges wallets are more safer, rather than, because they will lose it anyway.
Right.
In
And so they might as well have somebody that can back it up. I think for beginners, that's usually the way to go, unless you're very, very technically savvy. Exchange is not a bad way to get started.
Definitely, exchanges are the first step that you should reach on. And as Trading Star has already mentioned, it's more or less depending upon the investor that that how much time he have spent in the crypto space, how much the portfolio is he having that he want to trade, because one should also consider, because the everybody is saying that, and it's a truth that one could made a great wealth just by holding its crypto. And if you are holding on an exchange, there is a possibility, high possibility, if you are like having in your phone and you are just seeing that charts are skyrocketing, the assets are mooning, so there are a high probability that there is a high probability that you would definitely sell those crypto. So storing in a crypto in a cold wallet is a better option. Although it's, if you are new, you would first of all you would get some time to understand how the exchanges work. So it would take some couple of months. I would say that one should first learn how the exchanges work. Then they will definitely gonna move to, like, I would say that rather than, if we are discussing on the cold wallets, most of us are just involving in the cold wallets or the MetaMask wallets uh, because of the decentralized, I would say, the coins that we are not having on the exchanges itself. So it would be the first step, that if we want to own that asset, and if we want to own that crypto, it is not available on the centralized exchange. And just because it is available on decentralized exchanges like PancakeSwap or something like that, one would start considering all these MetaMask or Trust wallets. Then it would be a next step, that considering these hardware wallets. So it's all about that, how much time they are willing to put in the crypto space.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. What should, let's see, what would you say is the best Bitcoin wallet? Anybody have an opinion and a preference for Bitcoin specifically?
For right now, like I'm using Trust Wallet as a kind of main wallet, if you say. Like there, it's a, you can multi-currency wallet, so you can probably use that. In case like earlier, I used to have Bitcoin.com wallet, so it's a probably, it has good interface, and probably you can switch between few of the top currencies. So right now, like I currently don't own Bitcoin. I prefer to trade in altcoins and probably IDO coins or something.
Mm-hmm.
So so right now, I don't like to create an special wallet for the Bitcoin. Yeah, but definitely Trust Wallet should be an easy one and easy to adopt. And I think many users are using it. So it's like the software updates or anything updates should be more easily supported, and probably because in case of those wallets, in you need to keep your like software updated. So in case of
Security
like in case
patches and upgrades.
yeah, in that case, if you have not updated your wallets, and it like you, the Bitcoin, it's like on old method, or sometimes like it's not updated, you can probably be a soft target for the hackers or something.
Mm-hmm.
So residing with, and probably we'll try to use an open source or something like that, like Genesis Safe I've recently came across. So probably I will use multi-signature sometimes, if I got a Steam or something to do a multiple transaction, and it has to be decided by the multiple people, and probably for the safeguard of the funds. So
Right.
depending on like usage and depending on the funds investments, what you can afford to keep it unconnected from the internet. If you don't need funds for like a month, you can probably, you can easily send it to the multi-sig or the cold wallet. I mean, the cold wallet with a multi-sig will be much better rather than just a cold wallet. So multi-sig is the next, I think, from the security point of view.
Okay. So we're, as we progress now, we've got a question in the audience asking about a universal crypto wallet, and Trust Wallet is probably the closest thing as a multi-currency wallet, but there's not really a universal one yet, is there?
No, I think everybody is already using those only two wallets, like Trust Wallet and MetaMask wallet. And although Trust Wallet, like it's it has their mobile version for the before the MetaMask wallet. MetaMask wallet was late in the race. I think approximately 6 months or after an year of launching the Trust Wallet, they have launched their mobile version, which was because everybody needs to do transaction on their mobile itself. And Trust Wallet was in the first race, was first in the race, and it has gained a major audience. I would say that everybody is using it. Or before that, everybody was happily use MetaMask wallet, but because the lack of mobile version gives the Trust Wallet the edge. That's why we are using the Trust Wallet. Although it's not a universal wallet, as we could say that everybody is like Twitter. I would say that the Jack, he has also resigned from the Twitter CEO position and just to do the hard work on the crypto space. And they are building some wallets. So I would say that these could be the next, as you were mentioning about also the crypto.com. Some of the friends in the Canada, they majorly use crypto.com as a mobile wallet. You could say that it could be universal there because everybody's spending their crypto, like doing payments for coffees or something stuff like that, ordering for food.
Well, right,
So
because that's connected to Visa, right?
yeah, definitely. And I was also like to mention that earlier you were in the earlier sessions, you were mentioning that one should always focus on earning crypto. So getting cash back while ordering foods or ordering cabs. As of now, India doesn't have all these kind of things. So sooner or later, we would also have that.
Neither does Thailand. Thailand does not have them either.
So which country you were speaking about? You were mentioning something like that, no?
Well, oh yes, I was. Because I have a lot of friends that are European, and
Okay.
they get all the good toys. But
yeah, okay,
I'm an
understandable.
American living in Thailand, so I don't get anything.
Okay.
Okay, so what about NFTs? What wallet can an NFT go into?
I think Trust Wallet is very much compatible with that. I didn't aware of MetaMask, but I would definitely say that Trust Wallet has an option that it also shows your cryptos. NFTs also. So yeah, one would like to speak about anything about the MetaMask. I would happy to hear.
Well, I know MetaMask was originally like for Ethereum, so I would imagine NFTs would be available because it's started from Ethereum, but that's only an assumption.
Basically, an NFT being sent on our addresses, so anywhere it can be seen without connected to the your particular wallet. And in case of displaying of the NFT, it has to be like depends on like if you're using Wax platform, you need to probably sign in and probably see those NFTs or probably find such NFTs. So basically, displays another thing, and storing it's not an issue because it just needs your public key and nothing else. So probably if you need to transact or if you need to send an NFT and probably receive an NFT, it's just like a common other currency that you just need to provide your public key and you will probably get your NFTs same as your other coins.
So just
there
mind
is
the
no
network
basic
and you're okay.
So,
yeah, it's
but
just for the basic display. You need definitely Trust Wallet is good one, but you just need to connect to multiple sites or where you can even see your NFTs or even putting your addresses will help you to show some NFTs which you hold.
so this also shows that why the Trust Wallet has the edge before the MetaMask, because it doesn't operate on mobile itself. As he was completely right that we just need an address to send over the tokens or an NFT. So an NFT could be sent on MetaMask, but as he was mentioning about that, it's not an ease of access because in the MetaMask we cannot see our as a display point, as a point of display, that we cannot see that which NFT we own on our MetaMask wallet. On the desktop version I am talking about, I didn't aware or have the complete knowledge on the mobile version. which has launched. But on the Trust wallet, you can see your NFT, so you could easily send that. But on the MetaMask, I don't think it displays, and you could not send, in my knowledge. Although you would need, you would definitely need like Wax wallet or something like that, which shows you have NFT, so you could transact. Because if we just tap on our MetaMask wallet and press the send button, so which token we are sending, or which address, which contract address we are sending, it should be displayed on the MetaMask wallet. But MetaMask wallet doesn't have the feature. I think I would like to add that on the desktop version.
Did you hear that, MetaMask? We've ordered a new feature.
It would be great. It would be great. Everybody is just hoping for the MetaMask wallet airdrop, and doing transactions like madly. Because of that, there was like you would call it as a wave of airdrops, that in a couple of months everybody is just focusing on the MetaMask airdrop could be happened. So just they are doing transactions madly in Ethereum gas fees. And because on the BSC smart chain or Polygon mainnet,
Mhm.
doesn't have an issue doing transactions. Most of us have doing a lot of number of transactions that we could even imagine, like maybe 50, 100, or maybe a couple of hundred, or maybe some are even which are in this field from regular sites. They have also achieved a 1000 transactions on the MetaMask. But how much they have transact in the Ethereum gas fees, I would say this would be matter in the next huge airdrop, as we are looking forward to the MetaMask airdrop. So let's see.
Okay. What are some tips to securing your seed phrase?
Just do not be like do not try to store it on your email. I would definitely say that.
Do not email, right?
Do not email yourself just thinking that what would gonna happen. You doesn't have a portfolio that would grow much bigger, and it will how would affect you. Because in the near future you would never know. If you are spending so much of your time and energy in this field, you could have a big portfolio, and one day that when you lose any of those amount, it would destroy you. Like I would like the whole month I was in the fear that my funds have been stolen, and only like 5 to 8% of my portfolio got affected, I would say, luckily. But
Yeah.
it completely, like it's a trauma that it will take time to recover you from that trauma, because it would impact you hugely. Because whenever you're, I would say, rather than stealing your crypto funds, if someone got access your Gmail or email, it would be disastrous. So never take any screenshots. If the Trust wallet doesn't allow you to taking screenshots, just understand they are doing in good faith. Because
Yeah, they're doing you a favor. It's not
exactly.
backing up to your Google Cloud, you goofball, because you don't even think about that.
Yeah, we could say that how much techie we are, but one should always have a little faith on the pen and paper, which are from couple of 100 years available with us. And one should always write it down, your seed phrases or your backup codes, uh, on the paper and pen itself. Do not take screenshot, do not email yourselves or any other email, because once it got compromised, you didn't you only the people who suffers from that, they just imagine that how much does it really affect you mentally, rather than just affecting on your portfolio that hacker stoles from you. It would also depends you, like it would also impacts you mentally too much, that it would take a much bigger time that you expected that you could recover from that. So do not I think I have already repeated so
I
many
will
times.
suggest. I will suggest. I prefer to say about what to do rather than what not to do, because it's a long list what not to do. So probably best way is to how to do it. So
Yeah,
disconnect
pen
your
and paper.
internet, open your Trust wallet, and probably note down your seed phrases and keep it safeguarded. Wallet is already like preserving you from taking screenshots, and do not, as Crypto Wallet was saying, do not even try to take photo from other phone and probably from
Other
other
devices, yeah.
devices. Yeah, and do not store in email or anything. Just you need to have your one thing if it's in your paper wallet, and probably you can go even in your bank locker and keep it as much as you want to keep it safe, your like gold or anything which you have, or even any precious material you have. So probably like that, keep those assets private keys in safely as much as you are keeping your gold or any costly material in your locker or your bank locker or anything. Keep those seed phrases safely there as well. And if you can afford to have a separate phone or a treasure wallet or SafePal wallet, as crypto wallet was suggesting, uh, you can probably have that. And in case of absence of that, you can probably like have a completely new phone, or I will not recommend using an old phone. And with probably you can use it if you are like after resetting factory, you can probably use that. After that, you don't need to connect to internet. And even if you are like using to connect, and you are using it to create an hot wallet, you can probably do that. But try always to go through the sites where you are getting options of creating and wallet without connecting to the internet. So there are many sites, there are many tools where you can create. Simple one and easy one is Trust Wallet, which I personally like use in general. So yeah, but there are many
So,
sites, many
sorry to
websites where
interrupt
you
you.
can even
Sorry to
create.
interrupt you, but we didn't speak anything about the antivirus. I would say I would recommend everyone that if you are having a good amount of funds, rather than you are so smart, but just having an antivirus wouldn't hurt you. A small like a antivirus package which comes an year, maybe a couple of dollars, and it doesn't even really cost you if you are having a good portfolio. And a good portfolio doesn't mean that you have to be need $1,000 portfolio or maybe $1 million portfolio. But having installed a paid antivirus would be a good thing, because I do some editing work and sometimes something like that things. And whenever we install any video, whenever we download any stuff or any software or something like that, it generally helps you and prevents you from preventing those kind of malwares you were talking about. That when we like whenever the malware is installed in our devices, and we copy anything like to it, when we copy any address, but whenever we try to paste, it goes on, it shows any different address. So installing an antivirus, although these kind of things would only you would only get into when you got affected. Beforehand you would just thinking that these are the things that doesn't matter to me, but you should considering that because everybody in this space suffers these kind of problems, and that's why we are suggesting our viewers or watchers that gonna see the video, uh, that having an antivirus also a good option. One should not ignore that. And please continue, and sorry if I interrupt, but I think that's an important part to be discussed.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
they make a good point. Antivirus is important. You don't want to lose your crypto funds over $4 a
So
month.
after my system got compromised, not my system, I would say that my Gmail got compromised, because everybody having their same Gmails in their mobile devices, their tablets, or same desktop that they are trading. So I would like, after that, when I got mentally stable after a couple of days or weeks, I just bought antivirus and installing in my all of my mobile devices, all of my desktops, in my laptops. So now everybody is like, and I have bought the package for like maybe 3 years or 5 years, so that I don't have to worry again for the
Yeah.
near future, because it's a mandatory thing. I would say that one should also focus on the antivirus.
Yeah, you make a good point. And it often does take an event that scares us. For me, it was it was at the beginning of my crypto career, and I had an exchange wallet which had Google 2FA enabled. And somebody, thank God, had told me to save the Google 2FA QR code somewhere safe, because I lost my phone. My phone got water damage. And I thought, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to get back into my my crypto wallet. Now they've since changed that to where you can reset the Google 2FA, but you couldn't do that back then. And it the getting the phone to work and getting the 2FA to actually come back alive, and then setting up a protocol to recover my funds if I lose my device again. I think
Yeah,
having a
yeah.
protocol and doing a drill is also
Exactly,
a good idea.
exactly.
Like I recently got all my wallets all together and I found one that I didn't even know I had anymore. I was like, oh my God, what's this? And it had a small fraction of Bitcoin in it that somebody had given me. I was like, oh, that's awesome. But like keep your wallet straight and have a protocol for recovery. Like, don't wait until you lose it. Don't wait till your phone gets dropped in the toilet to go, oh my God, what do I do? Already have the steps, because let me tell you, when you already have the steps laid out and everything goes to the, you know what, like my desktop had the blue screen of death a couple of weeks ago, but I had already had my protocol set up, and I tell you what, the difference in my anxiety level was night and day.
Yeah, you mentioned a great point, because everybody's, whenever they are trying new exchanges, we have to set Google Authenticator. And most of us, I would say, I am pretty sure that most of us doing that same noob mistake that everybody's doing, just taking a screenshot, and it goes under the pile of the screenshot, because we are having a thousands and thousands of screenshots in our phone. So even if your phone doesn't got stolen, or if you lose your access or phone and the screenshots or somewhere around like cloud or server, something like that, you have to do a pretty hard work just to find your own Google Authenticator,
Took
because you
4
doesn't have a
hours. Took 4 hours.
and also the anxiety level you were mentioning. So if you are having a protocol, I would suggest that it would save a lot of time and energy, as well as
Mhm.
you doesn't have any, like, have already have your best protocol, that whenever I have to do something, whenever I create a new Google Authenticator for any other exchange, I just have to take a pen and paper and write it down in my diary, so
Mhm.
that I didn't have to suffer. Because as you were mentioning that a couple of weeks ago, that you are having a blue screen, a couple of months ago my system also got like rather than compromised,
Mhm.
it is having some issues. When I go to the service center, they were talking about that you have any sensitive information or any financial. I just say that I don't have to worry anything, because I have already have my protocols, and I didn't have to worry, because I have already made a good amount of uh, storing my data
Mhm.
from away from the internet. The most important part, that you don't have to store devices, like everybody mentioning that just a separate phone. If you are on the internet, there is a probability, although it's like 0.001, but if you are on internet or any device, there is a probability your system got compromised or your device got
Yeah.
compromised.
So basically, it's a unconnected internet. So if you are having no internet connection, there is zero chance, and you are also storing it as a on paper wallet as well. So if
I
you are losing
agree.
your paper, if you are losing your phone, you are anyway losing your assets, and you can probably like delete your wallet. So it's basically paper wallets, and that is the safest, I will say, safest method.
Yeah, like
Even while keeping your, let me speak please. So even you can write 11 words, and the last word or even any favorite word, you can keep it separate. So even you yourself cannot find your wallet, connect your like, even if you got like 11 words or 10 words, you can probably not use it properly. So keeping at even your seed phrases is two places will make you more secure, I will say. The paper wallet, it seems easy, but yeah, to safeguard them it's a challenge. And I personally see, if you can uh, keep them at two parts, and even like writing 10 words in one paper and two words in the different paper, safely stored at a different places. And if you can keep them safe, or even if you like usually you get a good word with a wallet, you can probably write in a story that okay, this is the word, but I will write an a different story and will probably ask myself a question, what could be the question for this particular word, and you can probably safely store it as like, even you in the like very common way, you will not be able to find what was the word, but when you try to remember, you can easily find that. So that is the best way. I think even one will get you access to your paper, they will not be able to collect it. That is my tip right now. If you say that, if you want to how to secure the best way, I will say that way.
That
A
is
very
some next. It's a really great, like, it's a brilliant idea. I would say that this is like some next level kind of securing your portfolios, I would say.
well, and you have to think about legacy and passing it on too. I have a very dear friend of mine who has given me 4 of the words for his seed phrase. He's given 4 of the words to another individual and 4 of the words to another individual, and that's for in the event he passes.
So
So
you
he's
can like probably
distributed his seed phrase to 3 of us.
yeah, that's the another way probably,
But
and
if
probably
you
the
guys meet together and although like it's
Yeah.
a
Yes, so you have to make sure that who choose your people, right?
yeah. So, yeah, well, but I would suggest that
so it will be
there,
like decentralization of like your
Yeah.
seed phrases.
Yes, that's exactly it.
So
They even
centralization,
have
decentralization.
some of those metal ones where you can stamp your seed phrase in, has tubes where you can send the different pieces to different people. They've got a lot of, they've thought a lot of things. Time locked ones, all kinds of things. All right, that's about it for today's show. We talked all about the universe of crypto wallets today. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe if you like what you heard. And this is your host Riri signing off.